So it was Linkin Park. It was actually Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Everything you say to me brings me one sips to the edge, and I'm about to break. That is actually that was actually Linkin Park. We looked it up. We listened to the song. We liked it, and I'm going to be blasting it on the way home after we are done recording this. So, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, before we started recording, I looked over at Ed and I said, "So do you just want to record shitty old Game Boy games?"
Which is what we do when we have nothing to play. When we have nothing better to do, we're like, all right, let's just break out the GBA games and Game Boy games.
So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks that we haven't had anything real important, really pressing to do. Really, there hasn't been any big releases that we've really wanted to play. And now this is finally out. We've both been dying to play this, and we make one episode of it, and then I just look over at Ed and I say, "You want to play some shitty old Game Boy?" But luckily, instead, we're doing this instead of playing shitty old Game Boy games. You've gained a new Spirit Shard. Deal damage and take more damage. No thanks.
So that's a charm, yeah.
Let's not do that right now.
No, I don't know how useful that will actually end up being.
It's probably good for speedrunning, but
Yeah.
not for us. Maybe that's why they give it to you early. Because,
Maybe.
yeah, speedrunners are probably going to instantly equip that. But for us, we're just going to leave it unequipped. Because it's not really that exciting to see us take more damage.
Although your deaths have been pretty few and far between. Which I'm surprised and impressed. I died much more at this point.
Hold LT to assign it. Okay.
So if you're having trouble parsing that, I don't know why you would unless you have the IQ of a toddler like me, but it's just the Hollow Knight heal. You hold down the button, you lose some energy, and you gain some health.
Okay. We'll put that on Y. It seems like a reasonable place to put an ability like that. It's the same key that it would, or the same button that it would be on Bloodborne. The
like,
triangle button on there.
Blood vials, right?
Yep, yeah, they're called blood vials in that, Ed.
I've been looking ever since the PS4 came out, ever since Bloodborne came out. I've been like boning for a way to get a Bloodborne in a PS4 at some point. I just need to do it because it's never going to come to PC. Let's be honest. It's never coming to PC.
Probably not. At this point, probably not, no.
I mean, it was published, I believe it was published by Sony.
Yeah, it's going to be a PS4 exclusive from now until forever.
Just like Demon's Souls was a PS3 exclusive. Hey, look at this man.
What's your name, Lupo?
Greetings, traveler. Oh, I got even a really good voice. I'm Lupo, Mac Maple Ordinaire. Quite the storm that passed through. Made my maps a little soggy, so I'll give you half off, agreed? After all, rumor has it you're looking for a friend. And what's better than finding things on a map? Care to purchase a map of these fine fens for 50 spirit light bucks? Much obliged.
Okay, so we purchased it.
Yeah.
I decided to purchase it. It was only $50 and we had $483. It's almost free.
It is, yeah, at this point.
If you have $483 and someone wants 50 of them, it's nothing to you.
No, it's really nothing. But you're about to find another vendor who will quickly suck away your money.
You ever had $483, Ed? Okay. All right. We're not gonna pay him no mind right now.
No, really not.
So anyway, he's revealed a lot of map to us. So should we just start exploring it?
You have, as they say, the lion's share now. You are free to do whatever you want, and you have the most autonomy.
All right, then let's play shitty Game Boy games.
Oh.
Do you want to do that and just splice it into the middle of this episode?
Sure, yeah.
That would be funny.
I mean, think of all the games the crappy GBA games we've played in the recent weeks that we already have the footage for. Oh, look at that.
I gained a new Spirit Shard. Reduce damage taken. Press. Okay.
You
Reduce
probably
damage
equip that
taken.
'cause
Why
you
wouldn't
have
you just equip that? Yeah,
yeah.
that's quite good.
Well, because your slots are at a premium, you
Take
see.
10% less damage. Well, yeah, our slots are at a premium, but not right now. We only have 4 abilities, and one of them is actually a disability for us because we suck.
We are already disabled enough. Oh, but the point, the real tragedy of this coming out today is that this is a thing that I've observed, and I believe there's a name for this phenomenon where the winter months are particularly bad for gaming, right?
Yeah.
December through February are pretty much the dead zone of the year for gaming.
Sure.
And as they are with most, I believe, most professions and or, like services, like plane tickets, that's a pretty bad time of year for companies. Good for you if you want to buy. But let's just keep track of what came out in the last 2 months. I mean, very little worth mentioning. What comes out today? Ori and the Will of the Wisps. What comes out on the 20th? Doom Eternal. The new... What's that game called? Animal Forest? Animal Hunter? Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, yeah.
Which I've never played.
Oh boy, have I played a lot of the original Animal Crossing.
Right? And then 3 days from now, I believe on the 14th and 15th, Neo 2.
Come to the view, splendid isn't it, the wellspring in all her magnificence. A whole generation of Mogi have come and gone since the old Neil's wheels last turned.
The old mill's wheels last turn.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And they say an impressive library sits within.
That was a dialogue interrupted. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
What's Shriek doing all the way out here? Ah! Something must have stirred her from a roost. Some threat, perhaps? Not you, surely. You look harmless. We should fix that. Luckily for you, I happen to be a weapon master. Interested in honing your skills? I can offer a deal on your first purchase only, so choose wisely.
So these are actually different weapons.
So they really calculated this for us being able to buy that map as well as one of these upgrades.
Exactly. All
right, uses energy. Set nearby enemies on fire. Throw a star that returns to you.
Now, some of these use energy.
Use a powerful spear of light. Uses a large amount of energy. Spirit smash. Pound foes with a strong sweeping blow.
So here's what's really interesting about that. The one that you were just on, the pound sweeper. The mine sweeper.
Yeah.
You've probably already seen the platforms that you would normally pound like a ground pound through. You actually use this instead. I don't know if there's a ground pound in this game, but you use this to break those platforms instead.
Okay, maybe we should just get that. Spawn a spirit orb that attacks for you. Let's just do that. Spirit smash.
Apparently, this is the only one that doesn't cost energy to use.
Make the most of your new skill. The next one won't come so cheaply. If you care to put your skills to the test, there's a spirit shrine nearby.
You better do that.
Just the place to prove your mettle. Our paths will cross again. Till then, keep your blade at the ready and your eye on the sky. Anyway, how do we use that ability? We gotta assign it to something?
There you go. It's basically your Megaton hammer, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Sell me something with C, it's your hammer.
Oh, wow.
What was that?
It's also a downward slam.
Holy crapola. Crapola.
Yeah, it feels powerful.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
it rumbled.
slow, for one thing. And yeah, it rumbles, like you said.
Yeah. Well, actually, everything in the game rumbles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumble in this game, I gotta say. Let's give him a slam. You see him go flying?
Pretty much every enemy goes flying, which is very satisfying.
Wow, that was satisfying. Oh, we can bounce here. Okay. Let's see if we can double jump our way up there. No, not quite, but we can get up here.
Close
we can
enough.
climb on this.
Sure
look at
can.
him spinning!
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, there was a tutorial for that. I don't know if we even saw it, actually, but if you hold up, you begin to spin.
Yeah, I figured that out.
There's a little treat there for you that you shouldn't miss, that you should go back and get.
Down there?
Just where you were on the spinny. Go back on the spinny.
On the spinny?
See up there?
Oh, right up there. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at that.
Oh, this is a bad
Ow,
choice.
it hurt me. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you're supposed to, I mean, obviously, it's obvious.
You're supposed to do that competently. You're supposed to, you know, be careful and...
You know, everything could be explained by saying you're supposed to have done that competently.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have to
true.
actually say what you're supposed to do. That would be a lot easier.
Is that a mosquito? It actually looks kind of like a
Doesn't it?
big mosquito, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a...
Why is he so annoying?
He's kind of, I mean, he's just like real mosquitoes, you know?
Yeah.
Look at the size of that skewer.
Oh, good. Well, he stops following us because we've entered a story sequence.
We monkey saw where the old owl near home, Scary Woods. Owlwoods. Go to owlwoods.com and get 10% off your store with code GameSoup25. I mean, GameSoup10. So it's our buddy, right?
We're just sleeping on the wet ground in the rain. What an asshole.
Jeez, dude. Look how sad he is. It's the feather. He's going after that feather. You alright?
Yeah.
Quarlock is wind. I mean, kind. Quarlock can help. He's not wind, he's kind. We're rapidly approaching the part where I no longer know what's happening.
I've been wanting to jump in that purple liquid. But looks like I'm not going to be doing that. That's got eyes.
Yeah. Now, Joe, speaking of jumping in purple liquid, here's a story that I've never told on this channel, I believe.
Okay.
But it's haunted me all my life.
When I was about, I'm going to say 8 or 9 years old, there was an ad in the paper. Oh, you know, we'll have to come back to it. The gaze of the great Quorlock admits only the worthy, or so the legends say. Of course, this isn't Quorlock. It's just a statue. Come to think of it, it doesn't have any eyes either. How's it supposed to gaze at anything? Some legend. Bah! Maybe a little hint there for you. But when I was about 8 or 9 years old, there was an ad in the paper for a Jello pool. And what I believe it was, or what I was led to believe, was a recreational pool that had been emptied and refilled with gelatin. Not necessarily brand name Jello, but gelatin of some variety.
Yeah. You gotta pay Cosby for that.
You do. But they were advertising it, and there was what I assumed to be an entrance fee or something like that. And I was dying to go. It sounded like the coolest thing. Can you imagine jumping into a pool of gelatin? I mean, for one thing, you wouldn't exactly sink, nor would you float. I suppose you would just be sitting on the surface of it. But it sounded so unbelievable, and so I was incredulous, as they say. But that weekend, at the time, we also had a foreign exchange student living with us, and we had some prior obligations. And I remember never being the same. You got a bow and arrow. It was one of those times in life where
Well, I have a decision to make here.
the harshness of reality truly hits you. I mean, you really don't have to make this decision. You really don't have to make a decision here because you can constantly switch out weapons for free.
Oh.
So you're not missing anything. Well, I mean, you're missing something right now, but that's irrelevant. So here I am, 32 years young, still wondering if that Jello pool was all it was cooked up to be.
I was missing something. Yeah.
You were.
Hey, it went away. Oh, we have to do it. Wait, we have to do it while we're here. Oh, yeah.
Also, you're about to break that blue crystal. Oh, never mind.
Should I go back down?
No, you don't have to. Well, you really shouldn't, actually.
Okay.
Because there's another one up here. And you're about to break it. You're spending energy to get the crystal that will give you energy. There you go.
Yeah, I thought I could just hit it from here. I thought it would be much more. I thought it would look really slick using my new ability to do it. But
now, thankfully, it's really good at like auto targeting. Pretty much for the most part, if there's something on the screen that should be shot, it will shoot that thing.
good.
It is.
Yeah, there is something on the screen that should be
Yeah.
shot. I should probably be looking out for that, considering we just got the bow and arrow here.
No, it's not as simple as it looks.
Oh, it is.
No,
You just gotta pay attention.
Well, okay, right, yeah. But
Whoops, I missed.
what I mean by that
Oops, I missed.
is there's a lot to look at. There's a lot for your brain to process because you're so zoomed out. I don't think you have the energy for it anymore. Oh, you do.
I have lots of
There you
energy,
go.
man. I like that it highlights
Yeah.
when you're actually targeting it.
It's really nice that it does that.
This curious eye symptom will fit nicely into a stone eye socket. Okay, you gotta find a stone eye socket somewhere. Lord knows where that could be.
I've never heard something described as eye-shaped because that's called a circle. Why don't they just call it a circle? Circular.
Yeah. Like the Earth, it's circular, but not necessarily spherical.
What the hell was that? Oh, the Earth is actually elliptical in nature. In nature.
I heard it was a dome.
Dome?
Why did I jump in there?
I don't know. Oh, you son of a... Oh, someone's about to break
Yeah.
into Lincoln Park.
All right, we'll get this. We'll get this eventually, Ed. You and I.
Yeah. No, you're right. I've heard because of the rotation of the Earth, it appears more elliptical than it does circular. Which is kind of creepy.
I've heard that it appears more dome-like.
What does a dome look like? Isn't a dome it's just a half circle?
Oh, that's already been hit. I don't think
Yeah.
we need to even hit that one again. Yeah, a dome is a half circle, but the Earth would be flat and have a dome over it.
Oh.
You understand? Flat Earthers.
Stephen King wrote a book about that. I believe it was called was it called The Dome? I think it was actually called The Dome. I think it was a book called The Dome.
How do we hit that one in there? Just do one of these?
Yeah, just do one of those. You want to do one of these jump flippies, and then you want to shoot while you're in the Aries.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! It gives you a little slowdown there to do it. That's really nice of them to do that.
It's much more obvious than it appears to be at first glance, right? Like when
Yeah.
you go to do it,
Okay, we
Yeah.
have 2 eye stones, so we just gotta find a place that has 2 eye sockets.
you just got to find the third eye,
Yeah,
right?
we'll just do this.
I mean, have you encountered a place recently that that was missing 2 eye sockets?
Yeah, I have. But I died first.
You slippery son of a bitch. Oh, you're good. You're good.
They really give you very generous checkpoints. I don't know if we would be this generous with our checkpoints.
No, I mean we certainly won't because we're gonna be making like a 4 to 8 hour game, and these guys have probably made like a 15 to 20 hour game. We can't afford to give you such luxuries as.
So we have these eyes.
Yeah.
This guy's got 2 eyes.
Actually,
Now he had 2 eye holes, and now he got 2 eyes.
Actually, scratch that. Pretend I never said that. Pretend I didn't talk about the length of our game.
Yeah, because we have no idea.
Yeah, we really don't.
I actually got I started feeling really angry inside when you said that.
I mean, just from our original planning, we were planning it to be about that long, but things change.
Oh, the glowing stranger my customers speak of with such awe. Tell me, is it usual for your kind to fall from the sky? I have met many Kyratos in business in my travel, after all. Oh, yes, some fall, some fly, some prowl, some slither. But all our customers, you see, just customers who want spirit shard.
View shards, view upgrades. Oh, we do not have enough for these.
No, these are new charms, though, and some of them sound
deal
very
bonus
good.
damage to flying enemies, 10% chance to deal 50%. Okay, that's just crit.
Mm-hmm.
That just gives you a critical chance.
I'm glad we think alike, because that's exactly what I thought, too, when
Deal
I first saw
bonus
that.
I mean, it's a DPS increase, mainly against bosses, right? Because you're going to be hitting them many times.
Yeah.
So if you're hitting a boss 10 to 30 times to kill it, then you're on average going to be, 1 to 3 extra crit attacks. It increases your damage by, well,
what is the percent?
5%.
Is it 5%?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, okay.
Yeah. It'll be 5%, because it'd be 50% every 10 times. Yeah, 5%.
Now, what I do like about this menu is everything costs a reasonable amount except for the triple jump, which is 2,200.
That's what I want, though.
Exactly. That's the thing you want the most.
Yeah, I really want a triple jump. If there's one thing I love, it's a double jump. We gotta add a triple jump to our game. Is that possible? Do you know how to program that in?
I've been looking up some tuts. I believe I can try
a tutorial for a triple jump?
Yeah.
I kind of think we need it. Swap maximum life and energy. No. Reduce energy cost by 50% and increase damage taken by 100%.
No.
No, thank you. We don't want to be increasing damage taken right now. Gain 1 additional energy cell. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty basic. 1 additional life cell. Okay. Bonus damage to flying enemies. Finesse. Okay, so... Well, we can't afford any of them, so we'll pick one. We'll pick one soon enough. As soon as we run into this fella again. What was that?
Those make a return from the first game. And I can tell you with complete sincerity, every time there was one of those crushers in the first game, I didn't see it until it was too late.
Yeah.
Every single one, I was crushed by at least once. Frequently more than once. Because they're out of the way. You don't see them until they're already crushing you. It's just the nature of a game that's zoomed out like this and has this much detail.
Where do we get that? I think we gotta drain this poison here. This poison liquid. Alright, I know what to do here. We just gotta shoot the wall there. The wall. The button. There's a button. Glowing blue. Anything glowing blue. Pretty important in this game.
Oh, I just got a Discord notification. You are a spirit, yes, I have seen your ghost. No, it is true. There is a place where the ghost spirits run and play. I tried to race them once, but I am not so fast. So,
speaking of Discord, join our Discord server.
Oh yeah, join our Discord server.
The link's in the description below.
The Discord notification that I just got was for Path of Exile. They're releasing some news every day leading up to the launch on Friday. I'm plugging that game because it's a great game. Watch out!
What?
Fox? Did you say why? Oh, okay, there you go, there you go.
I almost missed that one.
No, that's alright, that's alright. It does happen.
That's like a toad's face on there with a long tongue.
Yep, isn't that cool?
That is really cool. Some people might not even notice that, but it's a toad's face with a long tongue with an eyeball that you gotta shoot with a hiya.
With the hiya, and it sticks out the tongue, yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty clever, I gotta say.
Alright.
Like, yeah.
This better drain that liquid so I can get that power up down there.
Oh my god, how did you know? How did you know?
I just guessed, but I assumed so. My game design sense told me that it was so.
Speaking of your game design sense, you know what I mean? Like, we talked about this last episode, how this game was intended to be the Super Mario Bros. 3 to Or in the Blind Forest's Super Mario Bros. And I think
I need that triple jump more than ever now.
I know.
Look at that.
I know.
I bet you can only get it with the triple jump. Of course, because it costs 2,200. I think we're just going to save up coins until we can get 2,200 coins.
I bet you could make this jump like that, as you did just now.
I doubt it.
Oh.
I sincerely... Watch this.
You know what? Yeah. Jump on the pole, jump on the pole, jump on the pole.
Why?
Ah, shit. Okay, so when you shoot this eye, it sticks out.
What? Nothing wrong with that.
It doesn't retract.
So?
So what I was going to say was before you stick at the pole, jump to see what's behind her. Because I never got the chance to.
Oh.
Because... Wait. You just shot it again, and it retracts.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. I hadn't considered that.
Well.
I'm a fool of a toque. I'm incredibly embarrassed. Forget I said anything.
So this is nice against the... Oh,
yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You would think so. Right?
Wow, those mosquitoes have way too many HP. How you got so many? How you got so many HP?
How you got so many HPs? So I have not been here before, but I see some things. Some things worth doing. Something needs doing, if you will.
I'm really liking the bow and arrow in this one.
Yeah, isn't it weird? Every time I think about that Mario Brothers 3 comparison, I think about the fact that within an hour of playing this game, you have a bow and arrow, like a short sword, sort of, and like a giant axe sweeping attack.
That's gonna drop.
Oh
God.
I'm sure that kills you. I'm sure it does.
Why would that kill you, Ed?
I mean, this game is just kind of cruel, and I mean, the first game was kind of cruel in that way. It did those things.
Oh. Okay, can we push this through? No, we cannot. But I have an idea. Watch this, Ed. You remember when I learned that you could retract these tongues?
You've learned. You are far more learned than me.
All you gotta do is just retract this tongue here. Click it, drag it. Click it, drag it.
Clip it and ship it, as they say.
I'm gonna push this all the way up. Hopefully, well, can we hit it from here? Probably.
I don't think you. Oh, yeah. I think you just want to
drop
it down around.
We just want to drop it down. Yeah, I thought it was gonna drop it down.
Wait, can you push it? It looks like there's something down there. You see that? There's like a little hop.
Oh, that's where we gotta get it. This is exactly where we have to get it. Cause look, this is a pressure plate.
You're right.
Yep. Okay, so we gotta get it up there. How the hell are we gonna get it up there? My friend, my man, my dude. Oh, I know exactly how we're gonna get it up there.
Oh, you do?
It's a simple puzzle.
Oh.
Yeah, watch this. Watch and learn, Ed. Of GS, my friend. We'll just shoot this. Whoops. We'll shoot this one. We'll shoot. Nope, not yet. Want this over here first.
Mm-hmm.
Watch and learn, Ed. You're gonna learn a few things.
I hope.
I think I'm on the right track.
How did you know? How did you know?
It's a simple platformer puzzle, Ed.
Okay. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't think that the right frog would shoot a full-length tongue. I thought
it stopped because it hit the other one. That's why. That's the only rereason that it stopped.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it stopped because of that. That was something that would have stumped me for a long time. You're a smart boy. You know what they say?
Well, in this case, but usually Ed's the one that figures these things out.
I do remember Ori 1 having some, I wouldn't say questionable, but I would say like less clear mechanics, particularly in the chase sections. Because I just played it a couple days ago. There's a section where you're outrunning. What do you got running? Oh dear.
What?
There's a section where you're in the lava section of the game. And these,
I just want to bash them.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. And these rocks.
This has a combo. Did you realize this has a combo?
So far, all the weapons that I've encountered have combos, which is just 2 of them. But like things are falling from the sky, and you're trying to avoid them because you have your little your feather umbrella. But it's not clear what's going to fall on you and what's just background, and it's also not clear where to go. So it's like a double whammy. If you don't know what's gonna fall on you, and you also don't know where you're supposed to be going, That was probably my most my most frustrating time with the game. There you go.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's
good.
good enough. That's good enough. I think that's gonna get us over there. Yep.
Hey, you did this. You've been farther than me, my friend.
Just sink the poison down.
Just drain the swamp, lol, forehead.
Why wouldn't you?
You ever
No
hear
one
people,
likes a swamp.
You ever hear people, Joe, use Twitch emotes in everyday conversation?
No.
Well,
How do you do that?
except for me, I just did it. When I say forehead, just...
Oh, is that the Captain Picard forehead?
No, it's actually...
Oh.
It's a different... same meaning, though.
Yeah.
Same general meaning.
Is it another guy's forehead?
It's actually not a forehead at all. It's just a guy's face like...
Is it the bald guy?
No, it's not
that
the
a
bald
different
guy.
one?
That's a different guy.
I don't
yeah.
use Twitch. Believe it or not, I never go on Twitch.
I'm on Twitch approximately every
so
hour.
you know the memes.
Yeah, I do know the memes, and
You know the boys on there and everything?
I suppose so. Yeah. Hey, look, there's a thing over there.
Yeah, there is. Let's go get that. Should we? Should we go get it?
Yeah, but how do you? There you go.
Nope, not like that.
Oh,
I wonder if we need a triple
I think
jump.
you had it. I think you just had to grab on that wall.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, let's do it.
I am on Twitch most days because I have a second monitor and I just leave it open. There you go.
No, it's just money.
But yeah. Although, I mean, come
I
on.
don't really care
just,
about money.
Just money?
Remember when I tried... Never mind.
Oh.
I was going to say remember when I tried to give you $70 earlier today, but then I realized that you had bought that tax software, so I actually had to give you half the money for that tax software anyway, so I wound up giving you some money.
Taxes, man. What a... Oh my
A
god.
scam? A
Yeah,
scam? A ripoff?
absolutely.
A genius scheme? By the elites? To fleece the masses?
Oh my god. Sometimes the USA... Okay, all of the times. We used to be a leader in a lot of things. I don't feel like that anymore. I don't feel like we've ever been a leader of anything for as long as I've been alive. I feel like we're stuck in the 1950s/60s. What did you just... Oh my god.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything.
I thought you died.
No, I just went to the... Oh, we can zoom out of the map. Actually, I knew about that already.
Ah.
We can zoom in really far on the map. Okay, yeah. I'm just not going the right way here. I think we can't get over there yet.
Yeah, I think
we
right.
just need to go up here, yeah.
But let's just forget I brought that up. But it's a touchy subject. Wait, what? Oh. Right. I mean, you would
You
have
had to
figured
open that
out.
up first.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can go over there.
You would have figured that out.
I did it in the wrong order. Who's to blame? Me or the developer?
I would
I would blame no one. I think it's fine. I think it's actually fine to have to test something out and to use a minute and a half of your time to figure out how to progress in a video game. I think that's perfectly fine. What, don't get hit?
Oh yeah, don't die. Don't forget you have that ability that heals you.
Oh, but I have to press the L button to pull it.
Oh, you've already got it.
Where is
Oh, no, you're right.
There it is. Okay. We had to hold the button. Okay, now we will re-equip the arrow keys. Imagine playing this with a keyboard. If you're playing with this with a keyboard,
Yeah.
leave it in the comments below. And let us know if you're playing it with a keyboard so we know to ban you.
Oh my god. We don't ban anybody.
Yeah, you can't really ban anybody on YouTube, can you?
No, you really
I actually
can't.
want any enemies that GameSoup has. I want them watching. However, I don't think we really have any enemies.
It's very important that they see us flexing on them.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's imperative that we do not ban them. If you think you've been flexed on before, just wait until
Look at that!
GameSoup gets a... It's Mario 64. It's straight up Mario 64, right?
That's really... Yeah, this is way cuter, though. Ori is way cuter than Mario, I gotta say.
Nah, he's a pretty cute boy.
Mario's a cute boy?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's cuter than a little white... what is the thing? He's like a dog? Is he a dog? Is he Scooby?
I think he's a dog, yeah. Look at this conspicuous wall.
Oh, wow! How did you... Wow, you have such a good eye, Joe. How did you see
It
that?
was pretty obvious, Ed. You found an energy cell fragment. Collect one more to increase your maximum energy. See, you only need 2 to increase. I feel like 3 or 4 is more of a magical number for that. The only reason 4 is because of Zelda, right? Because of Ocarina of Time. That's like the game I always think of when I think of you need a certain number of power-ups to gain the actual power-up.
I strongly disagree because getting a quarter of something is almost as bad as not getting anything at all.
Yeah. You could make it 1, but 2 is just really weird to me.
Maybe.
You can make it 1, 3, or 4. I feel like 5 is just excessive. You're being really stingy.
Yeah.
Stop being so stingy.
Well, okay,
in
it's
your
not
game
stingy,
design.
right? Because what they would do is if it was divided into fifths,
If it was
you would
done,
just get
you'd just get 5
as many.
times more of them. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's why
A better way
there's-
to do it is just to make them each be minimal. Give them minimal upgrade.
I think
if,
this
if your
was the
character,
minimum.
if your character has 1,000 hit points, make
Yeah.
make each upgrade that you get give you 20 hit points or some minimal amount, rather than make them get 4 to get 80 hit points additional.
Honestly, I think that's what they're doing here because right they map out the size of the game world and they calculate how many things they want to be hidden, how much they want you
That's
to
a good
explore
idea.
in
Yeah,
secrets.
actually, that's probably a
And
better way of approaching the design.
They
Yeah.
arrived at the number that each fragment should give you 1/2 of a health cell, right?
Yeah.
Because if they had
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
You know what? That's probably exactly how they did it. That's a really competent way of doing it too.
Yeah, I don't think it was something they just arbitrarily decided on. I think they planned it out and they
Yeah,
decided.
you plan the game out.
Yeah.
You plan the world out. You find all the places that you want to hide something, and then you put the things in those places, and then you decide what the things do. You don't do it in the other order.
Right, because this way they know that they have
Ed-
enough stuff.
Ed,
yeah,
what a brilliant observation that
you
you
know,
just made.
somebody
Somebody had to make it. It had to be Ed from GameSoup.
I saw a boy up there. Did you see that boy?
I did see a boy, but I'm gonna ignore him. Oh, I can't shoot while I'm hanging on this. Here, watch this, Ed. Look at this. Look at that.
Yahoo!
Hey, can we do it like a flip off of here? Oh, yeah, he does do like a
can.
little pirouette. Is that what it's called?
It does look-
I don't think that's called a pirouette, Ed.
A pirouette's when you just spin a lot.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
That's pretty boring. Yeah, it does. It does like a little special animation for that. That's pretty amazing.
I've heard of a pirouette.
I just thought it was like a move that was done with some finesse.
Yeah.
Is what a pirouette was.
No, I believe pirouette is a specific move done with finesse. I believe it is a spin of some degrees.
I just ate that damage. On
I know.
purpose.
I watched it
tanked
happen.
I just decided to tank the damage.
The enemies are a lot more threatening in this game than they were in the first one.
I should probably heal, but I don't have any energy, so I guess
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah.
have to. We're just gonna have to kill this boy. Oh, well, yeah, or he'll kill us. That
I
could
mean,
happen.
yeah.
That could happen.
Sorry.
One of the two.
I mean, let's be honest. The checkpoints are pretty generous.
Yeah, they're
right?
extremely generous.
Which is good.
Like, there's almost. I mean, I don't know. There's almost no challenge because there's
Yeah.
very little punishment to actually getting killed so far.
Yeah.
Like, here's the punishment in every game. Every single game, here's your punishment. Time. You lose your time.
Yep.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
always the punishment. It's just how much of your time. It's never a resource, an in-game resource, because the in-game resource just costs you time to get. Everything's brought down to time. In real life, too. But in games, it's glaringly obvious that time is always the challenge reward.
I don't know what that means.
Spirit trials. Rumor investigated. Got it. I don't got it.
That might be the race that they talked about earlier. There was a race war.
Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh man. Oh.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
Locked up for a second. Is our recording okay? Check the recording in.
It seems to be okay. I didn't get any messages on our
Alright,
end.
look at him. Look at him. Really, he's really moving.
That was really weird. It was probably just loading textures or something and didn't know what to do. That was really strange.
Oh, okay. So we just have to dodge
Oh.
until he shows us his butt, and then we're good. We're good to attack him.
That's most enemies. You just wait till they show their butt.
This is like the first mini boss or first boss in every game. It just charges at you and you jump over it, and then you
Yeah.
hit it when it's weak.
Yeah. Yeah. They're more traditional than I would have expected at some points. Like the enemies. The enemy design is still even
Tried
though
and
it's,
true, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fine. It's good. It
it's
works.
all right. Even though it's much
been
more
done
interesting.
before, but-
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, that was really strange. Although, okay, to be fair, when Hollow Knight first came out, that game had a lot of issues also with texture loading and performance, which for ostensibly a two-dimensional game is unacceptable. But the game wasn't 2D; it was 3D, and it had to load a lot of stuff. But there were a lot of issues with frame rates early on, which I assume were related to loading textures and assets, you know, that are just, you know, are loaded at runtime and can't just always be in RAM. So, whatever. I also don't even know. This game might have gotten a day one patch. I see some smashy blocks over here. You better be careful.
I really like having a ranged attack in this game. Gain a new ability. Press RB to dash ahead, even in midair. Whoa.
Oh,
Wow, that's a real dash. Holy God.
that's great.
Is there any way I can change that to be the L trigger?
You son of a bitch.
Reset key bindings to default. Change controller cycle controls?
Cycle control. You have to hit A first to go into the controls.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Navigate. LB, RB, change controller. Oh no, we're not changing controller.
Oh.
Space select F cycle controls. RB cycle controls. Select. What am I doing wrong here? Can you click? Can you click on something? I want this. Grapple, bash, dash, burrow. I want to swap these.
Let me give this
That's
a
all.
shot.
Here.
Let me give it a shot.
What am I doing wrong here? Navigate. Am I using... Maybe you gotta use the... No.
That is interesting. That's very interesting.
Wait, go back. Keyboard plus... No, keyboard plus mouse. No. Controller.
This might be another bug, actually, because,
Can we get out?
I mean, you can get out, you just can't change anything.
Huh. I guess I can live with it. I guess I'll just have to live with the R button being dash. I'm just very... I just usually prefer L trigger or L button to be my dash. What are we not figuring out here? Reset key bindings to default? Let's do that. Here,
Nah.
let me try it again.
It's a good song, though.
It's gotta be some. It's gotta be some way to do this. Okay, yeah, I guess there's no way to change the controls. Is this the key? Is this the truth? What's this? Oh, leaderboards.
Yeah.
We're number one. We're number
We're
one.
pretty great. Oh, wait, it's only our friends, the filter.
Don't tell them that
Oh,
part.
okay. Don't get crushed. But you know you don't lose any time. You start right here.
Yeah. There's really not much of a time punishment.
Press RB after a double jump for a longer jumping distance.
Oh, it just works how you think it works.
Oh, all right.
You just have an air dash.
You can-
It's essentially just an air
Yeah,
dash.
and you can already do that when you attack in the air.
Boy, I feel really nimble now.
Yeah, right. I mean, you start out feeling like that, but when you attack in the air, you get horizontal motion even when you're.
You'll never get me. You'll never get me. Haha. Idiot. Ouch. I forgot what I was doing for a second.
Who is the idiot now?
I forgot where I was. Alright, I think I know exactly what to do here.
This is how you do the correct evolution of a game, right? Because at the end of Ori, this is what you can do. We're an hour into the game. This is what you can do. You can already traverse, like,
Yeah, what kind of new
streamline.
abilities are we going to have by the end of this?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Dimensional warping abilities.
I mean,
of some
they
kind.
have to up the ante, right? At some point, you're gonna be able to, like,
Yeah.
reverse time and become invisible, and
Did you know that time doesn't exist?
time is a human construct. Is that what you mean?
Because time is only... How is time measured? Think about this.
Time is measured in a human construct called seconds, hours, and minutes.
Time is measured by movement. What if everything stops moving? Does time still exist? What if all the planets just stop moving? Does time still exist? It does not. Think about that. That's how we measure time. The Earth rotating around the sun. That's how time is measured. If Earth stops rotating on its axis, it stops rotating around the sun, all human beings stop moving, there's no... Oh, not human beings, just all objects and items stop moving, then there's no time. Think about it. Think about it, Ed.
I don't know enough about the subject to say I agree or disagree.
You can't really know that much about the subject. It's an esoteric argument.
Well, time is a relative property of space-time. I do know that much.
It is. You know more than me then.
Which is why, for example, if you were to go into space...
Check this out.
How did you know? You knew.
You just run into walls,
Which
man.
is pretty obvious, I guess. No, that wasn't... Oh, sorry about that. That wasn't even obvious. How did you know that was there? You even said, check this out. That was pretty amazing. But time is obviously a component of space-time, I suppose, right? Such that there's actually this really interesting thought
no.
experiment.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Do I have to go all the way back up and around?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Watch out for the crushies.
Why?
If you go up into a space rocket, right, and you fly...
A space rocket. Hey, look where it respawned me, though.
Oh.
That's good to die.
That's even better,
It actually
yeah.
saved me a bunch of time. All right, go ahead. Space rocket.
Say you have an identical twin.
Yeah.
You go up in a rocket, your identical twin stays on the Earth, and you fly as close to the speed of light as you possibly can. As fast as it's humanly possible to do right now. And you fly up there for 10 years. You will age, is it more slowly? I believe it's more slowly. You will age more slowly because more of you is approaching the speed of light because energy and mass are identical. All the energy in the universe is convertible to mass and vice versa. So everything that's mass has a low amount of energy, and everything that's mostly energy is pretty much massless, including photons. Photons are massless because they're pure energy, right? So the point being that if your identical twin were to go up into space and fly around for like 30 years, he would have perceived time as passing maybe, say, 10 years. And you would have aged 30 years, but he would have only aged 10 years. So he would come out of that spaceship being 20 years younger than he had any right to be, and you would be 20 years older than him. Because time is relative and space-time depends entirely on, I guess, the relationship between mass and speed. Which, again, I don't know that much about it, but I've read about that thought experiment several times. So, actually, Joe, I don't know the answer to your question, which it wasn't even a question, it was an assertion that time doesn't exist. And you might be right.
I don't ask questions, I only make assertions.
Right, no, you're right. You're right. So I can't dispute that, but I just thought I would bring up that interesting anecdote concerning time and space-time. So, in one form, time can't really exist.
Did you see that animation?
Yeah. The animations
There's a lot of little extra animations, like the extra effort. People notice that.
Yeah.
You might not think that if you're a game developer, and you're thinking you can just get away. Well, I mean, you can get away with it, but you're thinking that nobody's going to notice your extra little effort that you put into it. We notice.
Here's the thing, right? People don't notice if it's missing. People will notice if it's there. Also, did you see that? You attacked to give yourself height?
Did. Yeah, I did do that on purpose.
I've noticed that. Yeah, that's a thing in this game several times. Welcome to Quolok's Hollow. Here we are in the domain of the great Quolok, guardian of the marsh. Thanks to his care, why, things have hardly changed around here since the decay, okay? Care to purchase a map of the big-toed abode? Much obliged.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any reason to not purchase a map every time you see this fella.
Big-toed abode. Is it actually called the Big Toad's Abode?
Oh, cool. It's just going to show us how to get there.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's really no reason not to purchase this fella's maps every time. He works hard on them.
Lupo.
He's named after a terrible disease.
Lupo the Third.
Lupo. Yeah, Lupin. Oh, what the hell? Are there really this many mosquitoes and enemies that shoot bullets at you?
Oh my
as well?
god!
Yeah, I got mad, so I started swinging with the
That was ace,
big
Joe.
guns.
That was an ace smack, and you smacked down 2 mosquitoes at once. I am impressed.
All right, that one's down. Let me see the other one. Come on. Boy, I do love the bow and arrow in this game. It's really powerful.
Bone arrow.
Wait, how did I get up there in the first place?
You dropped
Oh yeah,
down.
the drop. That's right. There's this bouncer here. Forgot for half a second there and foolishly made an utterance based on my misinformation.
That's okay. I'm here to assist you. This is a game that sometimes requires the brains of two lesser brains as opposed to one good brain. And I believe we fit that bill pretty nicely. Bah. Ooh.
Nope.
You can get up there though.
Yeah. Oh, that would have probably made it. I actually just wimped out at the last second. Oh, fair enough. We'll just do it like this. The way it was probably more intended to do. But you can get a tiny bit of extra air if you press up and B here.
I'm actually, yeah. I'm quite happy that a lot of things give you air in this game, because in the first game, the thing that was most at a premium was air time. And it seems as if air time in this game is pretty much free flowing. You know, you can do your combo with your sword and just get as much airtime as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I heard you saw ghosts. They're rather ghost like that here and there. If I was fast, I would go race them all.
Why are you doing such a stupid voice?
Press X to talk to the Monkey. So this must be the racing section. We've been here before, but but
All right, let's see. Where are we going here? Let's just zoom in.
look at how much map is in
I
this.
think we actually need to go to the right. Let's just go to the right.
All right, yeah. I mean that is the next. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do that because we're running towards the end of the episode here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh. So it's this thing. I'm assuming you have to shoot that
Yeah,
with your
probably
bow
just
and
gotta
arrow.
shoot that,
But
yeah.
I think you drained the swamp a minute ago, so you probably can get over there.
yeah. Let's do that. Watch this. Huh. That actually wasn't really that difficult. I thought that was gonna look more cool than it did.
Oh. Wait, what? Nah, you gotta be able to make that.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we'll go 1, 2, huh, huh.
Oh.
Nope, that does not give you air after the air dash. But maybe we can go, huh? No, we jumped. We should have jumped a lot later than that. We jump here, here. Then we'll get air, then we'll dash. How about that?
Ooh.
I'm not sure that's probably not. You can probably actually do it without the up and heavy attack there, but
That gave you a lot of extra buffer space, though.
yeah.
It's quite nice.
But yeah, after the air dash, it does not give you any extra air. So keep that in mind. You can do it. Let's see. Can you do it before the double jump? Yes, you can do it before or after the double jump, but not after the air dash. If you want to get extra air from it.
It's kind of mind-blowing how much thought was put into the controls. Like the specific order of things
Ouch.
that you can do.
Yeah. That's how. Yeah, I mean that's how a lot of games are, like fighting games especially.
Yeah,
work
yeah.
like that. Like every attack is calculated on if it can cancel out of another attack. That's how combos work.
Uh-oh. This looks like an arena.
Usually the light attacks are able to be canceled out of much more easily than the heavier attacks.
The hell
Usually
is
the
this?
heavier attacks will finish your combo, right? That works that way in action games and fighting games. I don't know. It's just a giant version of that beetle. I'm like fucking cornered here though. I think we're just gonna die here. He instantly cornered us. I do have that heal though. I guess we could just assign that to Y and heal once.
Oh.
Nope. Okay. Let's reassign that to the Spirit Arc.
But again, no real punishment.
Ow, he really goes after. Oh, he just killed us.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we
you
go.
just, it's butt smashing time is really it.
Okay. I mean, we're supposed to probably just wait for him to jump here.
It might just be a patience game.
Yeah. We just gotta wait for him to jump because look, he jumped at the end there. Yeah, he'll jump. You just gotta trust that he's gonna jump. Just trust that he'll jump. There you go.
It's a game of butts. Waiting in butts. He's got a big health bar, though. Oh.
Yeah, he does. I'm using the heavy attacks. Boy, do I love those heavy attacks. Hey, that's a new attack. Jump, sir.
Isn't this a nice change of pace? The first Ori had no boss fights. Exactly 0 boss fights. We've already encountered...
Son of a
he
bitch.
did,
Son
yeah.
of a bitch.
I think he did like 0.2 damage to you out of 1. He did almost nothing to you, but then he hit you again. So it seems like this is kind of interesting. I actually find this pretty fascinating. The fact that your health is divided into discrete circles, like you have life cells and energy cells. But as we've already seen, there are charms that reduce the amount of damage you take, and there are attacks that do fractions of an energy cell. Like the first time he nicked you in this fight, it must have been like a 10th or a 20th of a life cell, which begs the question, why are they still cells in the first place? Why not just have a discrete bar, like a single energy bar that represents your total health? Instead of having it, like as you can see right now in the bottom right corner, the green cells there, it looks like you have a 1/5 of one cell left. I assume it's just to retain some amount of familiarity. And truth be told, I believe that is just behind the scenes, that is just one discrete health bar.
Yeah.
Like the cells are just purely visual there to give you a general idea of the percentage of health that you have left. But is it something that would be better represented to the player as the discrete bar that it actually is? That was a really long-winded diatribe. Is that the right word? Diatribe? Monologue? Solipsis? Soliloquy? As a way to say...
You guys could have done that earlier. They could have used that rope earlier.
Yeah.
As a tactical advantage.
Well, you had to prove your dominance.
I think this is actually an excellent time to end this episode.
It is.
After that boss fight. That was a pretty cool boss fight.
I'm really digging the game so far, Joe.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll see what happens in the next episode of...
Yeah, that boss fight was pretty satisfying. It was pretty basic. Like,
yeah.
The attack patterns were pretty basic. We died a few times. We figured out it gets you right back in the action, right? That's what we hope for. And you get multiple attempts at doing it back to back as fast as you can. I learned how to do it. I assume that later bosses are going to be a little bit more difficult. But that wasn't just a bash into the wall, jump over it. The enemy earlier in the game was training us for that kind of bashing. Although the enemy earlier we had to jump over, and this one I tried to jump over. This one we had to dash under. So it's a little bit different, but it's still an enemy charging at you. So we'll call it half training, I guess. Maybe not a full training for the boss, but it was a pretty solid boss fight.
It was pretty cool.
Pretty cool design. You're gonna like the way you look.